Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to talk to you about endgame mistakes and how you can avoid them, because in the past couple of months I've noticed a lot of players doing a lot of pretty big mistakes, and I'm not quite sure where this mistake trend is coming from. I'm assuming it's a little bit related to 5.6 and the fact that the patch changed AION a little bit and people are now more confused. But in any case, during this video I'm gonna give you a few examples of pretty common big mistakes that people do almost every day around me, so you guys, at least you that watch this video and follow me, can learn and not do them yourself. In the second part of the video, which is as important as the first part, I'm gonna tell you a few other fantastic AION players that can give you really good advice. They are people that I follow and that I enjoy watching all the time, but that's in the second part. First, let's talk about the mistakes. Number one, and the most common mistake I see, is combining a PvE weapon with a PvP one underneath. Now, doing this is pretty stupid, guys, and even though it used to work up until 5.0-ish, it doesn't work anymore for a number of reasons. First of all, after patch 5.0, augmenting stats and conditioning stats stack, so that means you're getting the augment stats and the conditioning stats from both of your weapons. Second reason is because in patch 5.3 we got some super amazing Abyss 75 PvP gear. The conditioning stat of PvP attack on those weapons is absolutely fantastic, so unless you have an extremely good reason to not combine two 75 Abyss weapons, and there's only two extremely good reasons for that, then the rule of thumb is you combine a level 75 Abyss weapon with another level 75 Abyss weapon, and that's about it. The only two scenarios in which you don't combine a 75 Abyss with another 75 Abyss are: one, you want to use extendables, or two, you're a caster that wants attack speed, and that's about it. The second mistake I see all the time is players getting overly excited for every single shitty patch that comes to AION. Oh my god, it's a 4.5.0.2.1.9. Yes, let's spend all my money in that patch because oh my god, there's new stuff. Guys, not always new stuff is good stuff that you should invest in. The best example and the most recent example I can give you is 5.1. Now in 5.1 we got Arena level 70 shiny mythical PvP gear. It was crazy and people wasted billions on getting that set, making it plus 15, plus 20 because oh my god, I need to have it. A few months later 5.3 came and we got the real 5.x gear, which is the Abyss gear, obviously. Let me tell you a little tip about AION. In AION there is only one thing that matters above everything else, and that's Abyss grade gear. There is nothing else that matters in AION besides Abyss grade gear. So whatever arena gear they throw at you, however shiny it might be, whatever token gear they might throw at you, just stay calm, relax, look a little bit into the future, because I know people that have spent billions on arena gear which they discarded, literally discarded a few months later, because obviously Abyss gear is the only thing that matters. So think about it twice before you do these kinds of stupid mistakes. They cost you a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of patience. Another one is enchanting Abyss 75 gear to more than plus 15 now. Yeah, there is no need to do that, and I know people that are going absolutely ham with tens of billions wasted in doing that now, because in 5.8 we're gonna get enhanced Abyss gear. So there is no need to go more than 15 on your current gear because it's extremely hard, blah blah blah, you know everything, all the reasons. Because when you want to enhance it, it's gonna drop by 5 levels. So you don't want it to drop from 20 to 15, you want it to drop from 15 to 10 and then easily go back to 15 and above. That's another stupid mistake that I see many people doing now. Another one was the was and is the Payton Madness, the Vanian 65 weapons. Oh my god, Gameforge gave them to us, I need to have one. That was the most retarded thing I have ever seen people do. Because seriously, whatever you wanna use that weapon for, unless you're a bored Templar that needs a shield of hand, or a super decked out assassin that wants an offhand Payton sword, there is no reason for you to go for those weapons. None whatsoever. It is just an old trick to make you waste your money on gear that is literally unenchantable, and even if you do manage to enchant it somehow, it needs to be at least at +7 to be slightly competitive with the current endgame gear. So unless you're an alt staying at level 65, forget about the Vanian Payton 65 stuff. Just forget it. It's a very dumb idea to consider that now. Cool. Stacking up on items that enhance one specific class skill, yeah? For example, you know how some of the items like the Abyss 75 give you +1 to some of your skills and so on and so forth. There's PvE items that give you pluses as well. I seen some people stacking up every item trying to get with the same skill. So they would hope that eventually they would have a +11 or +15 on that particular skill just from their items. Those creation point bonuses that you get on skills on an item, they don't stack. Let me show you what I mean actually. If I hover over my gloves, you can see that they have a +1 blood sword slash. If I hover over my shoulders, they have a +1 something else. If I would get a pair of shoulders that would have a +2 blood sword slash, then the stat on my gloves would not count, and only the one on my shoulders would, because it would be the highest value of that particular skill per my set of gear that I have equipped. So these pluses on skills, the buff skills as they translated them, they do not stack. So there's no need for you to go crazy on the broker. I need that tropical thunder pair of pants because they have +3 on my lava tsunami, and I have another item with +4, and oh my god, I have +7. It doesn't work like that, guys. So that's another stupid mistake. In any case, there's plenty of other mistakes which I'm not gonna go into because I don't want to make this video very long. These are just some things that I see every day basically happening, and it's absolutely crazy. Having all of that said, guys, I really hope you understand the importance of good advice and proper information, because AION is a very punishing game towards mistakes. So if you make a mistake at end game, it's gonna cost you either a lot of time or a lot of money or a lot of both. So being well informed and having the correct information is super important, and because of that, as I promised you at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna tell you a few other fantastic AION players that give really smart advice. There is many people creating content for AION, but in reality there's few people that actually give you smart advice because they have the game knowledge already to predict, you know, what's gonna happen, what you need to do and stuff like that. I'm gonna start off with JTZ. He plays a great gladiator in Europe on retail, and he's a really nice guy as well. So if you have any gladiator related questions, before you make any gladiator related mistake in game, go ahead to Jay's YouTube channel and ask him in the comments. He's the type of guy that answers every comment, so you're surely gonna get an answer with JTZ, and he's a fantastic player, very old player, a very experienced player on gladiator, and a nice guy as well. The next guy I want to mention is MZZ. MZZ is a Spirit Master that plays also on retail in Europe as well, and he has a lot of practice on Spirit Master. If you have any Spirit Master related question, or before you do any Spirit Master related mistake, you should definitely check out MZ's channel. I will link it down below, it's on your screen as well. He has a lot of experience with Spirit Masters, so he can advise you very easily, and he gives good advice as well. The next guy I want to mention is Squall. Squall plays a gunner on retail in Europe as well, and he mostly streams, doesn't really YouTube. You can find him on his streams and on his YouTube channel, I'm gonna link both, and he gives really awesome gunner advice and advice in general. So if you, before you make a gunner mistake in game, go ahead and check Squall, because in AION every mistake costs you a few billions. I want to also mention Ishi. He doesn't play on retail, he plays on not AION, I think. He's a really nice sorcerer, and you can get really awesome sorcerer advice from this guy. I personally enjoy watching all of these people. I really enjoy watching their videos or their streams, and Ishi is a very experienced guy on sorcerer. You should definitely ask him sorcerer advice. I want to mention Fellow as well. Fellow is playing a chanter. Fellow is also playing, has access to test servers. Fellow has also access to Korean test servers and Korean clients, so obviously he's a very experienced guy and also can look a little bit into the future for you. So if you need chanter advice, Fellow is your guy. He plays on Europe on retail. I will link his video, his YouTube channel in the description below, and it's on your screen as well. I want to mention Emarosa as well. Emarosa is a ranger that plays on retail in Europe, a great ranger, and I've been watching his videos for a very long time, and I can tell you he has a lot of practice on ranger, a lot of experience as well with the game. So if you're a ranger, before you make any ranger mistakes, and if you want ranger advice, go to Emarosa's channel on your screen now in the description below and ask away. I want to mention It's Me Bisu as well. He plays assassin on retail in Europe. He mostly streams, so check out Bisu's stream, check out his YouTube channel as well. And if you're playing an assassin and you want some advice, or you just want to see some really top-notch assassin gameplay, go ahead, watch his streams. And that's about it, guys. These are the only AION content creators that I personally recommend you take advice from. They are active, smart, sexy, and really experienced with their class and the game in general. So next time you wanna rush to the broker and wanna make a PvP weapon and buy that Priga so you can waste a 75 Abyss under, go to their channels, subscribe to their channels, ask them questions, and then make your decision. One last thing before I end this video. Did you notice what all these people have in common? They only play one class. You rarely see them playing an alt. And this is another mistake that some of you guys are doing. You're taking advice from random people that play 6-7 classes. Never take advice from someone that plays all the classes in an MMORPG. Lots of love, guys, until next time.